Now, listen, guys, have you ever had a moment that felt like it already happened? It could be a place, it could be a conversation, it could be a movement. For that split second, your brain is like, yeah, I've seen this before. I've seen this before. Do you understand? I know you know it's deja vu. Now, but for science, science actually explains that, your brain may be glitching in real time. But hold on, let me even explain this thing to you. Now, inside your brain are two important systems. Number one, the hippocampus, which is like the memory bank of your brain. And number two, the temporal lobe, which, what it does is just to add, acknowledge that this is new or familiar. I don't know if you understand. So they actually work in sequence. But firstly, this is what happens. When you are presented with a moment, your sensory input takes in the moment, right? And then it goes straight to your hippocampus. So after the hippocampus receives this information from the sensory input, it records it in its memory bank and then turns to the elders, which are the, temporal lobe, shows them. And what the elders do, they just say, this is new experience, or maybe this is familiar. So that's just how the sequence is. First, sensory inputs, hippocampus, and then the temporal lobe. But something strange happens in deja vu. Now, the timing and the sequence flips. So at that moment where the hippocampus is about to receive the information from the sensory inputs, the temporal lobe somehow captures the event unknowingly to the hippocampus. Do you understand? So it's more like, that's why we call it a glitch. So we don't know. It's a leakage that happens where the temporal lobe just grabs that activity at that exact point and holds it. So the hippocampus, not even knowing what is going on, receives the information from the sensory inputs, records it. It doesn't even know what's going on, right? It just records the whole thing and tries to face the elders of the temporal lobe. And then it sees that everyone is having it. It looks like, but hold on, this is new. I just received it from the sensory inputs, and come on, you guys are not supposed to be having this. I don't understand. And then the temporary loop, they don't know. They just look at themselves holding, and then they're like, we don't know. We don't know how we got it. Yes, you're supposed to give us, but we don't know. so this is where confusion erupts. So that moment where this thing is going on, zoom out. It's you looking at that experience and saying, I've seen this thing before. I've seen this thing before. Oh, is this spiritual? I've seen this thing before. My dear, it's not spiritual. You have not seen it before. It's just a glitch. This is where it becomes unsettling. Now, there are speculative theories in physics that say that, okay, reality may not really be in a straight line. So that experience you are actually having may have, like, you could have other versions of you in other universes, other multiverses. Like, let's say this is our universe, and there are other universes more, which makes it a multiverse. Now, it's called a multiverse theory where you also exist. Now, because your consciousness is one, you are somehow interconnected with other versions of yourself in other multiverse. So that thing you think you may have experienced, they are saying that yes, you have actually experienced it. Well, send this to someone who really needs to listen to this, but for you, you can save it and listen to it again.